this is a story about how I found out my boyfriend was married, girl. And actually, I'm reaching a boyfriend. I would have never let him claim me. But we was a thing, okay? For a little bit. Hey guys, I really don't even know if I like this setup. We're just in my bedroom. Cause I feel like the sound would be a little bit better since there's more stuff in here. Too much stuff in here. I need a house. This is small. And y'all stick to me. You need to get a setup, baby. This apartment is okay. It's little in here, okay. All right. It's expensive, okay, to get big places. Okay, we're not Jackie Ina, mom. Okay, so you're gonna get whatever wall I give you until I have a bigger space. Okay, so I noticed that I never introduced myself. I just assume it's like 3 of my friends watching, but actually there's more people watching. Surprise, surprise. So hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexus, but you can call me Mother. No, I'm kidding. You can call me whatever you want. Just put some respect on it. So this is gonna be a story time about why I'm still single now, because men are what? Fill in the blank. So what year is it? I'm gonna take you back to my junior year of college. Good 2016. It might have been 2015. I really can't remember, but I think it was 2015 going 2016. It was winter break is when we met. So I'm gonna call him Marcus. I honestly don't remember his name. If you know me, I'm really bad at names. So everybody names be getting forgot around here. So I'm gonna call him Marcus. Actually, I just remembered. Triggered. I'm gonna call him Marcus, and we met through a friend of a friend. So first red flag, he was a Q. Shoulda never did that. Okay, shoulda never did that. But I thought it was safe because he was friends with a lot of my friends, and I actually met him at a dinner that I was throwing at my home. My friends brought him along because he didn't go to our school, but he didn't go to school far away. So my friends brought him along, and we hit it off. And right off the bat that night, he told me he had a kid. And this is why I tell you don't date people with kids, because every time I did, it went downhill and downhill and downhill and downhill. So I don't do that anymore. Blocked, actually. So he had a kid, wasn't really pressed about it because the kid was like maybe 2 or 3. So it wasn't like it was a brand new baby with baby mama drama or nothing like that. So I was like, okay, whatever, cool, you have a son, sure. And at this point, he was older than me. He might have been like 26 or 27. Second red flag. Why are you still in undergrad? But y'all don't like to talk about that, so I'm gonna just stick that in my back pocket. So he was like 26 or 27. I would have just turned 21 or about to turn 22. It's really fuzzy. But he was older, so I'm like, okay, you have a kid at this age. That's not even like a huge thing because that's old, low key. So okay, whatever, boom, we're cool, we're hitting it off. All of my friends were all hanging out all the time. We're going to their parties. Now, mind you, he lived in Cleveland at the time, and I was 2 hours away in Bowling Green where I went to undergrad. So not a huge thing, you know, straight shot. And I'm from Cleveland, so seeing each other really wasn't like that big of a deal. So anytime I was in Cleveland, my friends would come by. Like if my friends were in Cleveland, we would all go hang out. It was cool. Everything was going great, right? Now, first red flag was the primary election for for the last presidential election. So I was registered to vote in Cleveland, so I had to go home to vote, right? So when I went home to vote, I went to his house after. Now when I got to his house, now this is the first time I was at his house. I'd never gone to his house before. It just wasn't really convenient. Now, at the time, it wasn't a red flag that I wasn't at his house at that point, because honestly, he came to BG, where I went to school, more than I went back to Cleveland. So it just kind of made more sense. It wasn't like a huge deal. So this is the first time I'm at his house, and I go in there and it's a 1-bedroom, right? Cool, no big deal. I go to the bathroom and okay, you guys, we're gonna try this again. I was filming and ran out of storage, so it cut off. So this is my second time trying to film this video. So if the angle or anything looks different, that's why. But girl, we're just gonna have to make it work, honey. So I kind of remember where I left off in the story. It was the first time I was at his house. So I get to the house, and the first thing we hang out, we get it cracking, and then I go to the bathroom because I'm about to get ready to go. And so the first thing I noticed is that there's a ton of toilet paper. Like, not just like, oh, like, I like to stock up, but like that like $25 like big pack that you gotta get off the top shelf, you know? Like, I was like, this is a lot of toilet paper for why would one man need so much toilet paper? And so then I'm like, you know what? I said, Self, check the closet. Not the closet. I should have checked the closet because I would have figured all this out way sooner. I said, Self, check the shower. So boom, pull the shower curtain up like it's gonna be a person back there hiding or some shit. And I didn't see anything suspicious. No Bath and Body Works, no, like razors or anything like that. So I'm like, he passed this one. So I'm going to wash my hands, cleanliness is next to godliness. And as I'm washing my hands, I noticed not one toothbrush, not two toothbrushes, not three toothbrushes, but 4 toothbrushes. 4. So then I'm like, okay, one is clearly for a child. So, okay, boom. Now we're down to 3. And I take a closer look. I grab my glasses and I get closer. And one of the toothbrushes is an edged toothbrush. Now, ladies, you know how distinct that looks, right? Don't look like it goes in your mouth. So I'm like, okay, either he has a bitch in here, either he has a girlfriend or a girl been here recently doing her edges. So I'm like, you know what, whatever. And she clearly left her other toothbrush because he don't need 2. One of these is hers. Then I said, Self, open a drawer. So bow, open a drawer, flat iron. A flat iron. Who still straightens their hair anymore? No, I'm kidding. But I was just like, you know what? He got me. So I go out and I'm like, you know what? I don't know what you think, but I'm not stupid. I don't say clearly I found all this shit in the bathroom because I don't want to look crazy. But I'm like, you know what? It's cool. I'm not stupid. I get in my forward focus and I put the pedal to the metal back to BG. And maybe 2 weeks after that, I'm at the library studying with my friends. We're clacking away, typing our papers up or whatever. And I remember telling my friends, like, I feel so weird about this. I found all this weird stuff. And one of my friends was like, oh, girl, let me show you what Instagram got now. Now, like I said, this was like 4, maybe 5 years ago. So Instagram, this is when Instagram very first came out with the tagged photos feature. So when you go to someone's page, you have their pictures and then you have like the little notification, like the little tab where it's tagged photos. And she was like, just go through his tag photos. If you see a girl more than once, that's his girl. I'm like, okay, boom. So I'm scrolling. And I've never seen this before. So I'm actually kind of being nosy because I didn't know this tab existed. I didn't know what it was. For some reason, I had never clicked it. So I'm going through and I'm like, I found it. And I didn't have to see multiple pictures because let me tell you what I saw. Okay, glue your edges down, buckle up, because what I saw was homegirl posting in the picture like, okay, with the cubic zirconia. Talking about going to the chapel when we gonna get married. I was like, I've been bamboozled. Now, that ring wasn't my cup of tea, but that's none of my business, And so I go to her page, I'm scrolling. And what do I see? I see a picture of her posted on March 15th, the day that I was at his house, sitting on the couch that I just on. Very, 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 very pregnant. And I'm just like, oh my God. He's a whole family. Now, why? Did I mention there's only 1-bedroom apartment? That's none of my business. But I was like, okay. So we had plans, me and my friends had plans to go to Cleveland. About 2 weeks after that, they're like, oh, it's a Kappa probate. Let's go to the Kappa probate. I'm like, yeah, let's go. So we get in the car, boom, we going. So we get there, and when I'm in the car, I text him like, yeah, after the show, we need to talk. Get in here, ladies. Get in his brain, mess his mind up, okay? Because that we need to talk. It could be anything. It could be anything. But he clearly should know that it's not. I found out you're married because you know you're married and I don't. But men. So as soon as I sit down, he in my face, what's wrong? What's going on? I said, we could talk after the show. I said after the show. Because now I'm in control, right? When you got to confront somebody, you got to make sure you're in the driver's seat at all time. Because if you give them too much control, that gives them room to what? Lie. And we don't want to do that. Don't do that. So we watch the show. Everything's cool. Me and my friends at the end, we go downstairs and it's like this auditorium area. And so I already know what I'm about to do. I already know what I'm going to do. I got the screenshot put up. I'm going to be like, I'm going to throw my phone like, what you got to say about this, bitch? But you know in your head, you got the script together and it don't ever go like that. So you know how your homegirls be watching from the corner of their eye, just in case. So my friends back there, we over here, and I got the screenshot pulled up. I'm ready to go. So I'm like, you want to talk about this? He's like, no. Now he almost had me. He almost had me because that is very off script. Very not the script I wrote in my head. Read your lines, sir. Read your lines. Because that's not what you're supposed to say back. He almost had me, but I'm quick. I'm quick up here, okay? I'm quick up here. If I wasn't quick, he would have got me and I would have started crying. But no, I said, no, we're going to talk about it. Let's go outside. So boom, we hit the corner. Go outside. And now I'm doing my best. My friends always say it looks like the Ashanti Rain on Me video, which they're dramatic. But I'm doing my best. You got me messed up, gonna set your car on fire and store them off type. And so then something told me, ask about the baby. Because when she was in the picture, it didn't say how far along she was. And I clearly don't know this girl. So she could have been 8 months pregnant, had the baby the next day, or she could have been 7 months, but who knows? She was just pregnant AF. So I'm like, ask him about this baby. So I do. I said, when she had a baby. Now, mind you, my birthday is April 9th, right? This is maybe 2 weeks prior to this confrontation. Birthday's April 9th, very much Aries gang. And on my birthday, he called me at midnight and I was like, I just miss you so much. You know, I just want to see you. Happy birthday. You know when they know they messed up, because at this point, I hadn't told him that something was up, but I had started acting funny, you know? So when they know they in trouble, they start trying to be on they dot their I's and cross their T's and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Fast forward back to the confrontation, like, so when she had a baby. Now, y'all, if you didn't glue your wig down before, if you didn't buckle up before, you're going to fly out the windshield now because, bitch, he said April 9th. Excuse me, mister. You had a baby on my birthday? That's what you did. You had a baby on my birthday. So at this point, I take my purse and I smack him across the face with it. Now, I don't condone violence, but sometimes you just got to get to it. Because what do you mean? Now, I'm not even mad that he had the baby on my birthday. It's not about me. I'm actually more mad that you sat up on the phone with a different girl while your wife is in labor. Are y'all okay? Men? Oh, so he starts doing we about to get divorced. I was just with her because she pregnant. Stop that lying. You don't get no dang divorced. He's talking about I'm finding a new apartment. Now I said, well, call me when you get the lease. Okay, call me when you sign the lease, broke boy. Because you got 2 kids and an ex-wife. I don't want nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. Couldn't believe it. And then come to find out, he was talking to other girls in Bowling Green anyway. Now they were fives. They were fives. So he was definitely up. There's a hair. There's hairs. Wow. There's hairs all on me for my makeup brush. Oh well. But you know, they were fives in comparison to my 9, 7.5. So he was already losing when he lost me, especially if he was messing with them. I'm not gonna name no names. But you know, I never even know if I ever spoke to him again. I don't remember. Because like I said, it's been a little while. But like I said, you know, ladies, there's a lesson in everything. And I don't know what the lesson is here. But if anybody ever asks why I'm single, this is why. And this is one of those stories that it's funny to tell now, but it was traumatizing then. And I still don't date because these men are crazy. And I will go to jail. I will go to jail by me. Yeah. Prison, orange will be the new black. Messing around with me. Okay. So, you know what? Y'all seem to really like these horrible dating experience videos. And I ask sometimes you guys want to see, and y'all always talking about, I don't know why y'all want dating advice from me. I don't know why y'all want that. You will be single. You will be single getting advice from me, girl. But anyway, in the comments, put down if you've ever had something crazy like this happen to you, or if something crazier has even happened, because I'm intrigued. I can't be the worst. I can't be the worst one out there. So like and subscribe, and please share this video. Follow me on Instagram at that's not my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at theoriginaldreamgirl, and turn on those notifications. And I will see you guys when I see you, because I'm not making no more promises, okay? All right, bye.